Gerrit, Aaron Boone mentioned your fastball and just said overall he feels like that's in a really good spot right now. How would you assess that?
Yeah, it was pretty good today. I thought that some of the things that we made an adjustment on last week carried forward, but I mean, I do have to double check that. But the delivery was a little bit out of whack tonight, a few too many jerked pitches. So definitely made my fair share of mistakes and got away with them. So feel like there's some room for improvement.
To what do you attribute the delivery issues tonight? Any idea?
Just as life goes on, sometimes you're not perfect every night. You got to figure out how to work with it. Ben did a great job tonight, taking the types of misses that we were having and using those to our advantage, and keeping them off balance as we progress through the game with the sequencing.
That's now 21 to 28 starts with 2 runs or fewer. Is that kind of consistency one of the things that you're most pleased with about this season? Yeah,
I mean, my job is to go out there and just give us an opportunity to win the game every time and do my best at it. So, sometimes, you have great stuff and everything's working, and that can be easy. And sometimes, sometimes there's going to be some challenges both from the opposition and sometimes, inside yourself. So it's about overcoming those and trying to replicate the same results every time.
Bader's probably going to get claimed tomorrow, if that's the case. What's your memories of him in his parts of 2 years here?
Yeah, I mean, one of the best center fielders, if not the best defensive center fielder that I've played with. I've played with some good ones, George, Kutch, and Judge. If he does get claimed, I hope it's to a playoff team, and I hope he gets to keep pursuing his dream of winning a World Series. He certainly deserves it, and he plays hard every day.
What's it like the last week or so for you playing with these young kids? You guys never expected to be in this position. A couple more here, probably Dominguez and Wells coming later in the week.
Right. Yeah, so I mean, it's kind of exciting, to be honest. I mean, there's young blood in the house that are, they're learning about the big leagues. They're learning about themselves. You think about back when you were in that position, from my perspective, and what can I do to help those guys out, help them acclimate as soon as possible, and get into the flow of things. I think too, like for them, it's the expectations, right? I mean, it's not a lot of high-pressure games right now, but at the same time, they're going to come up and they're going to bring it. It's going to be fun to watch. We're excited to have them, and excited to see them get their feet wet. So looking forward to it.
What have you thought of Glaber's year this year?
Yeah, I mean, sneaky, really, really good year. I mean, maybe not so sneaky. I mean, he's one of the better offensive second basemen in the league every year, and he's certainly putting up really, really great numbers for us. I think it's been cool to watch him kind of progress the last couple of years and could get back to that level of production that I think he holds himself standard to. And personally, I'd like to see him continue to take another step forward. I mean, there's a lot in there. The player is a really special player, great hand-eye coordination, fun guy to be around. So he's got a lot of baseball in front of him. So, just love to see him just keep getting better.
Understanding it's part of the business. Has it been a little bit strange the last 24 hours with Bader, just kind of him in limbo?
Yeah, the business days of the year, the trade deadline, the old waiver deadline, and this thing is, sometimes it can be distracting for sure. I mean, and what you end up doing is just leaning on your teammates and just, it's so easy to root for guys that show up every day and play hard. So, however the business aspect of it plays out is how it plays out, and all we can do as players is control our effort level and how prepared we are when 7:05 hits or 6:40 here in Detroit.